What's up, beautiful people? Sindafam, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be checking this video and it's titled, I want a man who makes more than 200k a year and treats me like a princess. Yo, interested. I'm excited to check this out to hear what they've got to say. Let's check it out.
How much money do you think a guy should make per year?
I mean, if I'm like dating them, it'd be nice if they were at least making 100,000. Like $1 million, $2 million, 500 grand. A lot. We're expensive.
Yeah, mills.
Wait for it.
How much does a man have to make to be with you?
Does he have to make?
Yeah.
6 figures plus.
6 figures.
I need
A year?
vacations. Oh, a year, duh. I need vacations. I need nice vehicle. I need nice sleep. I need a lot. I want to feel like I'm well taken care of. I like a nice, like, overall good well-being. And so I feel like my partner can support that.
Modern women have taken this far. We got ourselves an obese woman who needs a man who makes 500k a month, and she needs a year's wage for her ring. I guess it would be truly expensive to make a ring that fits her finger.
How much should a guy earn for you to date him?
Over 500k, close to $1 million. If he doesn't, I'm not gonna say yes. Do you hear me?
How much should the guy pay for the engagement ring?
He needs to pay again. 500. He gets paid every year. 500. He saves that towards the ring. If he doesn't, he's gonna get a no. And it's
okay. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Yes. He has to make at least $200,000 a year.
Are you on drugs?
No. I own 2 companies, Kendra. So
Okay.
I make my money. So I need somebody who can keep up with me. Kendra say I'm on drugs. No.
What made this video really interesting to me was the way she paused and asked her, "Are you on drugs?" You can easily know a broke woman by what she says. A woman who has seen what it takes to make money in reality, not following what feminist celebrities say, is aware that a woman has to either be devoid of wisdom or be on drugs to demand that a man should be making 6 figures before she considers him.
Since a lot of men are visual creatures, let me walk through what I just made.
Why I won't sleep with a man who makes less than $200,000 a year.
The average 1-bedroom apartment in LA, this is where I live, is $2,800 a month, although my rent is significantly more than this. That means that you have to make 3 times the rent in order to qualify. That's $8,400 a month before taxes and $800,000 a year. But hold on, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a lot of money. Just wait. Men want to do this thing where they want to take your pants off, and that's fine because I want to take my pants off too, but hold on.
Arguably, the most stupid word I have heard on the planet is, broke boys deserve no pussy, especially because it's coming from people who are nothing to write home about. That statement from their godmother has made many modern women delusional. It has been confirmed that average modern women believe that there's no chance for average or regular guys. This is where you see conflicts of people on the same social level. The kettles are calling the pots black. The objects of ridicule, which are men, are even far better than the women putting them down. One thing appears to be the truth. Despite all these unreasonable expectations women have of men, it is certain that these men would never be interested in dating many of these women if they improved their game. I would like to tell these women a simple truth. I could whisper it into their ears if it won't offend them, but I don't really care. This is what I'm going to say. Your pops would have probably flushed you down the closet or thrown you in a bin if your mother had had unreasonably high expectations, like you do.
Women are getting...
You want to know the problem with these ladies? They don't want to work for nothing. They don't want to put in the work in a relationship. All they want is what they know they can't get. You own 2 businesses. Yeah, good. Congratulations. But when you're in a relationship, it's not about you. It's about the both of you. Not you alone. So if the man is supposed to provide and make all of this amount, then what are you supposed to give the man in return? Nice sleep. You want to sleep, you want to drive expensive cars. The man will provide. At what expense? So what are you going to give the man? Your sleep. It's your sleep that will put the food on the table. All these women, they need to bundle all of them and push one side. It's pretty obvious they don't even need a man. They don't even know what they want. Delusion. They want a man that makes 6 figure. A man that is. Then the woman, uncle. If the man will make 6 figure, then the woman too should make 6 figure. Men and women are supposed to be equal. Make 6 figure. You see this one say a ring. You need to 500k. So that what will happen? You go and sell it when you are broke. Oh God. I can't even believe that we are watching this and these women are like saying this out loud with their mouths wide open, saying you need a man that makes a little bit over 200k and above and whatnot, 6 figure. How many men in question makes up to that? These women are not even thinking. They don't even care. They're not interested. Another thing is, as you are like this, that you are asking 200k or nothing, 500k or nothing. Are you your type? Do you even make up to 500k? Do you even make up to 200k? In today's economy that we are seeing like this, do you make up to that? Yeah. So let me even say this. So these strong independent women, I don't need a man. So all of a sudden now they want the man to be making more than them. How? I thought you don't need a man. That was the essence. So you'll be making that much money and taking care of yourself. So they don't want. So as they are like this, they don't even make up to that. They need a man to make up to that. So they'll be well taken care of. So you know they take care of yourself. Now the man with money you won't use it. Fantasy, Disneyland. These women will not wake up to the reality of things. Wait into their hand. If they'll make the 200k, give the man or help the man, not bad thing. Now you understand why the soft guy era drizzle movement is on the rise and men are taking good advantage of it. Because I mean, these women place these standards and make all of this here. So the men are retaliating and fighting back. Because this is crazy. They can't even stand their action, what they are doing. Like, to them it's not making sense, but they think it's going to make sense before a guy or for a man. Like, make it make sense. They don't want to even support the man at all. No. That's not their plan. Their plan is just take. What are you giving the man in return? If the man makes all of this, if he busts his behind to make all of this, you just want to sit somewhere and enjoy, and the man goes out to work. You're not ready to support or be the help the man needs or be the peace the man needs. Men are not even asking for too much. Just be their peace, be their support. But no, these women want 200k, 500k, diamond ring that looks like an ocean divider. And every nonsense that they want. So if they make that kind of money and they support or provide for this men, is it a bad thing? I mean, the last time I checked, men and women are equal. So if you can't get a man that makes up to that, then you being the equal, you can also make that and help a man. Let the man too. I mean, do you think the man don't want to sleep in a yacht or shady balaba or go on vacation too? Men too love vacation. They enjoy that type of lifestyle. So if you make up to that, you can also help the man too now. Let the man be going on vacation on yacht and having nice sleep, nice cars too. Abi, it's fair. Equality. Abi, is that not the word they call it? Whenever it's time for these women to help these men, then they know that they are strong, independent women. They call these men broke. But it's even funny that these women who are even broke are the ones calling men broke. They are feminists, strong, independent women until it's time to pay the bills. Then they remember that men are supposed to provide, or men are meant to be providers. Make it make sense. But yeah, let's go on.
Like you do.
Women are getting very, very, very picky. Very picky. It's like, you got to make 6 figures. You got to have the nice car. You got to have the nice apartment that you keep really nice. You got to be a protector. You've also got to let me somehow run the house and be the boss of the house when it comes to big decisions. I mean, listen, you got to be really good looking. You got to be in shape. And what I always say is, when you make these demands, always look in the mirror and self-reflect. What are you bringing to the table? What are you willing to do? Do a proper, realistic self-assessment, because otherwise you're only hurting yourself. You're going to say, oh, all these guys aren't good enough for me. I'm not even going to give them the second look. And maybe there are some really good guys out there that maybe they're not a 10, but maybe you're not a 10 either. And maybe a realistic assessment of that would open up a whole bunch of really wonderful opportunities for you that could work out really well.
There are several hypocrites online saying that modern women set higher standards for themselves because they don't want to struggle in relationships and marriage and want to be sure the man can take care of them. It's sickeningly clear why guys like Chad are thriving in this messed up era. And you know what's even worse? There's a surge in young women without a clue about what it takes to be a decent partner or parent. They've got this delusional sense of entitlement, thinking they deserve the world when they haven't earned a damn thing. Compared to previous generations, they're seriously lacking in the wife and mother department, yet they have the audacity to demand the best. Meanwhile, women from the past knew how to stick by their men and actually build something meaningful together. Here's the thing. Men these days are dealing with a whole new level of pressure compared to previous generations. Despite that, many young men in their 20s are hustling hard, making bank, and staying in peak physical shape. And you know what's infuriating? Even with all that, they're still expected to meet ridiculous standards to impress women with less qualities.
How much money does a guy need to date you?
You need to be a millionaire. Yes.
Okay, and for that millionaire, what are you coming with? What are you providing for your guy?
Just me. I'm a special girl, and someone need to buy me my bags, my jewelry, my necklace, my clothes.
He should just buy that for you because you're special.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. The mothers and grandmothers of these women were drop-dead gorgeous back in the day, and they didn't have this entitled attitude. They were loyal, supportive partners who knew the value of commitment. They weren't out here racking up body counts in failed relationships. Yet somehow, these modern women think they're too good for decent guys. What a disgrace.
It's an intimidating time to exist on social media or in life, especially if you're below average. And what do I mean by average? Let's say you make less than $80,000 a year, you are under 5'10", or you weigh more than 200 pounds.
What do you think the average guy makes in the United States?
Maybe probably like 80K.
Wow.
400,000. Average male, 70,000.
$37,000.
You want his income to be? I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000.
I would have to say 127. Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
$500,000? Is that bad?
150, maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
I was just having this conversation with my friend, and she was like, you have to manifest a husband, girl. Ideally, my husband needs to be making like $650,000.
Apart from modern women being delusional and ruining modern dating standards, what disgusts me the most is the lack of responsibility to the men. They expect to make 6 figures. When these women are asked what they bring to the table, they talk about their bodies and some used pussy. This breaks my heart because no one needs to make 6 figures to get a good body or knack. I tell guys to tell women who say what they bring to the table their pussies. Tell them that sex is a partnership between a man and a woman, and it is for the pleasure of both parties. If they think they can make men simp because of that, they are free to take their toys off the shelf and play with them, but they must make sure the toys cover their bills when the time comes to pay them all. These delusional modern women want equality, but not partnership. They want a man who is going to work like a camel and still cheat on him. One thing I have observed is that if you make good money as a guy, and you expose a woman to that life of luxury, you have just opened a way for her to step up to guys doing better than you. It is in those parties you take her to. She's going to hook up with a guy, and either gets money from both of you, or dump you for a bigger bread. The worst part of all this is that guys are going to get 6 figures, only for these women to divorce them and cart away almost everything. That's all for today on manhood. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like my previous videos.
You know the problem? Many of those women don't even understand what they want. They don't even know what they want. They act like they do, but they don't. They keep saying they want a man that makes 6 figure, that earns this, that looks like whatever Disneyland character they saw, Prince Charming and all of that. But they are not there to be the support this man needs. And they don't even want to face the reality or see the reality of things. They just think like everything in their mind, or their delusion in their mind, is reality. Delulu is not the solulu. I've asked this question. Women that keep saying they need a man, or they want a man that earns 6 figures a year. Let's say you are in a particular location or environment. How many men in that environment do you think makes up to that? Then equate it to the number of women that are available that need or want that type of man. How many of you are there? But no, they don't want to see the reality of things. And you know the problem? Men don't have a problem with how much a woman makes, because naturally they don't care. But it is these women that care, because these women are so delusional, and to them they can be easily tricked with material things. It just goes to tell you the place they are. It is not a bad idea for a woman to want a man to provide, but with all of this that we are saying, no, that is not a provider they are looking for. They are looking for somebody who is going to take all the responsibilities and they do nothing. They are not willing to support the man. They are not willing to do their part. They want the man to do his part. Like, make it make sense. It's not even it doesn't even sound good in the ear. And they act and claim like it's all cute or it's all good. It's not making sense. When are these women going to grow up and realize that these men that you're pushing out the cops, and you're saying you need a man that makes 6 figures, you don't even have up to a good % of those men? That's why you all are single. That's why you all are going for the exact same type of guy. With today's economy, women and men are supposed to be working together in partnership, not equality. If a man makes 70K and you make 50K, when you add the two together, what does he make? 6 figure. But no, they don't want to see it that way, because I mean, you hear them say mathematics, girl, mathematics is not their favorite one, because to them they would not work together with a man. They rather work against him or compete with him. They think with all of this that they have, if their parents had this much standard, all of them for the year. I love what modern feminists are doing, trying to create some sort of division between men and women. And women are the ones falling for it. And men are doing all they can to work with women. But no, feminists is telling women otherwise. And women are falling for the shenanigans, the lies, the BS. Because it's easy to confuse these women with enticing things. You were never made to be equal as a man. That's why God created you as a woman out of the man's ribs. If God wanted the both of you to be equal, he would have created a woman the exact same way he created man, from the earth. But no, he looked at it, he said, let us create help. Let us send help to this man. It is not good for a man to be alone. So he created a woman out of the man's ribs. Does that mean something to you? Does that sound familiar? That is why a man and a woman can never be equal. They are supposed to work together in partnership. The woman is supposed to be the support, help, Be the man's peace. That's why God made the man sleep while he created the woman. And that is it. But these women don't even want to know. They don't care. Because feminists is telling them otherwise, to be equal as men. You were never meant to be equal as men. You were meant to be support system of the man. Partnership to the man. What is holding the neck? Holding the head? It is the neck. And that is it. Look at how things plays, or look at how life goes. When you have one person doing all of the work, taking care of, doing everything in the house, you see how it goes. It falls. It becomes stressful, too much, and all of that. But when you have two people, one person helping, the other person doing the other one doing something, and one other person helping and assisting, it becomes mutual. There is joy, there is peace, bonding. The both of you are happy. That is what it means. It's just simple. So these women should quit all of this. I want 9 figures, I want 20 figures, I want 8 figures, I want 6 figures. Sit down and reevaluate and think. Reflect, look yourself in the mirror. You want a 6-figure guy, do you make up to 6 figure? Can you date yourself? Are you your type? Can you be in a relationship with yourself the way you are? If you were a guy and you see yourself like that, can you date yourself? Just be realistic, be real. But of course, these women are not taught to be accountable or to hold themselves accountable. It's always the men's fault. And that is what we're going to be seeing more. We're actually going to be seeing more of this, because these women don't want to wake up. But let me know what you think about this. I'm sure tons of people have interesting things to share. I really love your honest contribution. You can share the useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all of that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.